Welcome to another video from Dr. Lock. I thought we might look at hotel safe. Now this is one that's in Star City, and I'll show you the view just for the fun of it. So this is Sydney Harbour view, and that's Darling Harbour down there, and it's all pretty nice. Alright, let's get back to the safe. Okay, so these little safes here, they're basically just as you can see, 5mm mild steel, nothing much. Basically just a box with a few holes down the back. You can see one of them there. They are actually bolted in. I had a look down here and, oh, you can't see it, it's a bit darker there. You've got four little screws going into this wood holding it in. So it's not super safe. I mean, honestly, it'll be crowbarred out. But all it's used for is just keep people's bit of cash or valuables in a room so that it doesn't get knocked off. I don't know what really the point is, because the only people who can come into your room when you're in here is staff, because they have the master code to get into your room. And if they've got the master code, they've also got an override for this. Underneath this little flap, it actually moves a bit. I wasn't able to get it off, but I've seen these a few times. There's actually often a device or sometimes a key, and they can all be overridden, because it's very common for people to use them, have a few drinks and forget their code and get locked out. Being in a hotel situation, they've got to quickly get you back into it. So they basically, I've seen it done on cruise ships where they come along, they plug in with a thing here, and it just goes beep beep and it unlocks it. So that's one way. So these particular safes always have an easy override, where the staff have that easy override. So they look good, they look strong, but you know, really it's just a box. I mean, nobody's going to come along here and crowbar it, you know, but it's a safe all the same. It's meant to make you feel safe. Let me show you how it works. So at the moment you got the door and it stays in the open position. This one's not too bad actually, it's quite good. So you put in your code, any code you want. We're going to use 2000, it's set to nothing at the moment. So just come along and go to, there's our 2000, lock. Oh, didn't like 2000. So 2580, maybe 2000 was too simple. I wonder if it'll take 0007 or anything like that. Okay, so now we've locked it, and to unlock it we simply come along, push the numbers, and it'll automatically open. One of the things I found really cool was this little LED light in the back, and it allows you to actually see now what's in here. So I thought that was pretty cool. Your battery pack is on the back here, held in by 3 screws. This is your locking bolt here. I'll simulate that. Let's just put a code in, 233. Okay, so that's the locking bolt there. It is a solid bolt. I can feel the mechanism on it. It's basically just a little worm drive or something. There's really not much to it. It could quite easily be, and it just retracts back, quite easily be defeated. As far as defeating this safe, the tool to override it would be the easiest way. So, but you got to be able to get that tool, and that's the thing. That's a restricted product. The actual hinges of the safe right here are on these little bits of dowel, and they're quite good. It seems adjustable, and it seems like it has a little bit of a lip at the back to lock in behind this edge here. So it's a bit of a dog bolt on this side. So even if you were to cut these hinges, that door's not going to come forward. So all in all, looking at it, look, it's a good little box to keep your money in, or keep some valuables or your passports in while you're traveling or whatnot. But the thing about it is that burglars won't be coming in here. It's staff, and if you're trying to keep your goods, you know, safe from staff, the only people in cleaning staff that can get in here, it's defeated, because they're the ones who actually have the override key, and you don't know who has that override key or override device, which is under here. Because it's not my safe, I don't want to pull too hard. I did try and get that off, but I don't want to break it. But anyway, that's just a quick look at the Extreme hotel safe that are currently in Star City hotels. And yeah, they work. They'll keep the kids out. They'll keep the kids out. The burglars won't be able to get in here anyway. They've got procs on the front door. So anyway, let's go back to the view. Okay, so that's what Sydney Harbour looks like from Darling Harbour side. That little boat down there, that old-fashioned one, is what we call the Captain Cook or the Explorer. It's meant to be the same makeup of the Captain Cook ship when he sailed here. We've got some ferries over the other side, which are really nice. What you can't see is the Packer Casino, which has just been built, and the pool and all the rest down there is quite nice. That white building just over there is where is it? You can't see it. Just over there. One's one of the ones they train, and it's got Coles, a supermarket in. That whole Darling Harbour is quite nice. That bridge you can see, you walk across, it actually does rotate, so you can get larger ships in that part of the harbour there for boat exhibitions. What you can see in front of us, the Museum, that's a museum. That's a Maritime Museum, so there's a submarine parked on the other side, a few Navy vessels and things like that. That Wharf 7 down there, I believe that's actually Google Maps. I believe they have a whole wharf building like that. That's that building with the solar panels on the roof. Not 100% sure, but I know they're down here in one of those nice fancy buildings. Funny that, isn't it? They get a nice building like that. But I guess they make the most amount of money. And you can see sailing into the harbour a nice, probably 40-footer catamaran just sailing in, a couple of little boats just pulling around the back of that Captain Cook. In front of that is a ferry wharf where the ferries can actually pick you up, so you can come along and catch a ferry into town, and that'll take you all the way around and catch a ferry out. We've got 3 little red boats just scooting past there. Looks like they're probably some sort of hire boats or something. Anyway, it's a nice day, nice to be out on the harbour. And there's the skyline there. I'm not sure if you can see. There it is. That centre point in the background, made in the 70s, that big huge tower right about there. So that big tower thingy. So they built a big huge pole, and then slowly they winched it up, and then they put all the cables on it. And a lot of these buildings are new actually. In the last 20 years they've popped up, but now it's just compact. Anyway, so that's what Sydney looks like today. Leave your comments down below and tell us what you think of the extreme safe. Thanks for watching.